Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode here on FC24, where we are seeing the downfall of Tottenham Hotspur. We went ahead and wrapped up the Champions League group stage, in which we finished first after beating Lens, PSV, and Sevilla in yesterday's. Actually, we tied to Lens in yesterday's episode, but we go ahead and finish top of the group stages. Now, there are some groups that have yet to finish, like the group of death. However, the teams that did finish, it's Benfica and Real Sociedad going through. Inter down to the Europa League. Real Madrid and Napoli go through. Kind of expected that. Us obviously kind of expected this. Maybe with PSV finishing in third and Sevilla maybe finishing in, or PSV finishing second and then Sevilla maybe finishing in third. And then Manchester United get knocked down to the Europa League, which is just comical from them. So we'll figure out our round of 16 opponents there. We are sitting top 4 in the league. In fact, we have a top 4 opponent today in Liverpool. They currently sit in second, 5 points ahead of us. We will play them. We will also play the Carabao Cup quarterfinal against Swansea City, and which might lead us to a semifinal against either Chelsea or Liverpool, as the other two Big Six clubs fight off against each other. Now, as far as the board objectives go, we are going to go ahead and hold on. As far as board objectives go, we are sitting, and we actually have updated one of them because it was pretty much complete. We have 12 out of 20 for the new men on the block. We're nearly there. I kind of need Havertz to step up a little bit more. He was supposed to hopefully be the last big boys. Still only one loss at home, which was that Tottenham North London derby earlier a couple episodes ago. We have now 22 would be out of 20 goal contributions with Saka. However, I have upped that now to 45. Might even up that even more if he continues to shine like he is at the moment. ODEGAARD has 9 assists out of 12, so we might have to up that finally as well. Finally getting off to a good start in assisting. We are nearly halfway there with half goals. 41 out of 90 goals in the Premier League, and then we are in the round of 16, or waiting the round of 16 for the Champions League. We are going to go ahead and kick things off here against Brighton. In fact, we are going to kick things off here with a simulation against Brighton just to get through this game quickly. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. Martinelli and Saka scored a draw, and unfortunately, we can't get off on the right mark like I wanted to. A very rotated team here to face off against Swansea City. Smith Rowe and Saka gets a start. Our midfield looks like this. Trossard and Havertz kind of playing cam roles together, with Declan Rice supporting behind. Zinchenko, Tomiyasu at center back, Ben White at center back, Jorghinho Timber at right back, and then David Raya in net as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and beat Swansea at the Swansea.com stadium. Havertz now. Havertz, who laid off for Bukayo Saka. Did he stay on side? He did. Bukayo Saka in behind to finally give us a lead. 34 minutes in. It's Bukayo Saka to take the lead over Swansea City. 1-0 here. Kai Havertz in for Bukayo Saka, and now for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe trying to control it a little bit. Out wide for Zinchenko. Crossed in for Bukayo. Couldn't really get there. Declan Rice will head it down for Havertz. Havertz now back for Deco. Now in for Smith Rowe. In for Trossard. Did he stay on side? He did. Can't double the lead though. Good save by Fisher. Out for a corner. Bukayo Saka onside corner. Kai Havertz on the header, just over the net. Jorghinho heads it down for Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson will head it back out wide for Jorghinho. He'll put a cross in. Gabriel Jesus headed down. Couldn't really control it cleanly though. Tomiyasu, Declan Rice working back to get the ball. Reece Nelson now switching the field for Trossard. Trossard in for Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz fake shot, turning it back. Kai Havertz loses the ball. Good defensive work there. And the referee should blow his whistle. However, I'm still playing on. And it's Martinelli. Martinelli to not really have to put the game to bed. It's out for a corner, and the referee is still going on, even though we're way past the additional time. Tomiyasu maybe to get one effort at it, and that is game over. We are into the semifinals of the Carabao Cup. A narrow 1-0 win against Swansea. However, they didn't really look too threatening that they were going to score, so maybe not really that comfortable of a win, but definitely a dominant-ish win. Now Liverpool in a couple days' time, and my players are completely dead tired. And so this is a starting 11. Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, a tired Bukayo Saka, Jorghinho in the midfield despite leaving the club next season on a free. ODEGAARD, Thomas Partey, Cavor gets a start at left back. Gabriel Saliba, Tomiyasu gets a start at right back even though he is tired. Timber was completely gone. And then Ramsdale in net to take on Liverpool here at the... Is it at the Emirates or is it at Anfield? I didn't see who was a home team. I believe it's at the Emirates. No, it's at Anfield. So we're going to have to take them down to get a win here. A massive, massive game here. Can I see their starting 11? I believe I can, right? I didn't show y'all their starting 11. Their starting 11 is like this. Diaz, Salah, Jota, Gravenberg, Thiago, Bakatic, Robertson, Matip, VVD, Trent, and Allison. Darwin Nunez is on bench. Szoboszlai is on bench. Gakpo is on bench. Jesus in for Martin Odegaard. And Martin Odegaard might be in behind here. Martin Odegaard on his weaker foot. Martin Odegaard gives Arsenal the lead here over Anfield at Liverpool. What? Over Liverpool at Anfield. It's Martin Odegaard, the club captain. Turned around that PSV game last episode. Is kicking this game off. Ball's in the box. Diego Jota, Luis Diaz, Ramsdale. A beautiful save. He actually gathered that as well. Keeping that out from going for a corner as well. And Tomiyasu is on the counter here. Tomiyasu, he'll have a shorter time period. Martin Odegaard now. Martin Odegaard cutting back. Martin Odegaard doubles the lead. It's 2-0 for Arsenal. And Liverpool are struggling here early. Despite being 4 points ahead of us, we're actually sitting in 5th now. Man City went ahead and take over that Champions League spot at the moment, but we are coming right back for it, getting 1 point behind Liverpool as things stand. However, there's still a lot of time left in the game for us to completely capitulate. Diego Jota, Luis Diaz, they get one back. It's 2-1. Robertson, Anfield is waking up, so is Liverpool. It's 2-2. It's 2-2, and just like that, we're back to level terms. And Odegaard's bright start is completely shut down. Saliba now, Jorginho, Bukayo Saka, counterattack is here again. It's Odegaard. It's Martinelli onside. Gabriel Martinelli. He has Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu on his left foot puts Arsenal back in front. The defender from Japan, the defender who's on the brink of maybe getting sold in either January or next season, gives us the lead. It's 3-2. Jorginho, Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard now, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard now. Martin Odegaard can't find Bukayo Saka, but he might get to that second ball. He will. He gets a shot off as well. It's out for a goal kick, and Ben White is going to have to make an early substitution for Tomiyasu because he is completely dead tired. We're just risking him getting injured at that point. The cross comes in right before halftime. Straight at Allison. We go into the break. A 5-goal thriller here at Anfield. We lead 3-2. In for Martinelli. Martinelli now. Martinelli going. Martinelli cooking Trent. Martinelli to cook Allison. And quickly into the second half. Arsenal double the lead again. It's 4-2 here against Liverpool. Martin Odegaard. Gabriel Jesus is in behind. Gabriel Jesus gets past Matip. They tried to do an offside trap. It didn't work out. And Gabriel Jesus, 5-2 for Arsenal. We are going to go ahead and jump to tactical view if that is possible. It is. And we are going to watch the computer now take on Arsenal, or take on Liverpool here. Hopefully not struggle. And hopefully... And Gabriel Jesus scores to make it 6-2 against Liverpool. And we are just going to go ahead and just jump all the way to the end of the game. A 6-2 thrashing over Liverpool. And the worst part is, we're still not in the Champions League because of that. We're only 1 point behind them. And now they're going to go on to keep on winning and winning and winning and winning. However, we are now 9 points off of Tottenham. We need to beat Tottenham. That loss against Tottenham actually hurt us so much more than I thought it would. We have West Ham upcoming next. Do I feel like playing this game? No. Do I feel like getting to January? Honestly, yes. Oh, actually, before I get to January, what do you think? Too fatigued. They're literally all on performance, all out performance. So they all got to be tired, okay? Alright, we might lose this game against West Ham. Our team is completely retired because they are completely dead tired, and they actually get the win out. Havertz with a brace and Kaya topping it off. It's 3-1 against West Ham. And we'll play Fulham to end things off in today's episode. A shorter episode than normal. They have 22 points at Fulham. Is my team somewhat ready yet? No, it's even worse. This whole new training system not doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's just killing my players. It's to the point where I'm playing Foforen and Nkola as my midfielders because my team is just completely dead tired. That's just all it is to it. And Smith Rowe's going to have to play on the right hand side here. We are going to go ahead and quick sim. I expect to lose this one completely now. It's a 1-1 draw somehow. In fact, it took them to draw in the 77th minute. So maybe God is on my side because that shouldn't be happening at all. And now I'm praying I don't see what I'm thinking I'm about to see right now when I skip over to January 1st. Real feeling it's going to be exactly what I think it is. Is it David Raya getting recalled on loan? Is he still here? David Raya, are you still here? You are still here. Jorghinho is now gone from the club. Well, how is Jorghinho gone? Jorghinho is somehow gone from the club despite being on a pre-contract agreement to Manchester City. He should not be at Manchester City yet. That is a bug in the game. That is one interesting little bug. But we have 140 million to spend to boost up this squad. And let me tell you, it needs a boosting as we play Luton Town in the FA Cup. Let me do a little bit of magic here, and I'll be with y'all in 1 second. And we are going to go in after at least 3 players to kick things off. We might even go after more. I want to bring Evan Ferguson in. However, I don't want to bring him in unless I sell Nketiah or loan Nketiah out. In the perfect world, I would be able to loan him in. Unfortunately, I cannot. However, I want to bring in a right-wing replacement for Bukayo Saka that is better than Reece Nelson, and Johan Bakayoko is somebody that will be better than Reece Nelson, obviously. And then Diamande to boost that defender spot, as Jacob Kavor actually went out on loan. So I might have to bring in 2 center backs. But Ousmane Diamande, somebody that Arsenal had fate interest in towards the latter half of the transfer window in the summer. We are going to go ahead and make this official by bringing him into the squad as well. I am for sure going to go ahead and bring in Bakayoko as well for around 14 to 15 million mark. That will boost our bench up a little bit. I want to bring in another center back as well. Maybe bring in another midfielder to replace Jorghinho. Actually going to have to bring in another midfielder to replace Jorghinho because unfortunately he somehow left early. So Johan Bakayoko, around 14 million market value. I'm going to offer 12 million. Why does everybody want Fabio Vieira? I'm going to go ahead and offer 13 mil. 13 million. They're probably going to want 18. Oh my lord, they want 18. 16.3. 16.3, 16.7. That tension bar is completely almost filled up, so we will go ahead and accept that. We'll get bodied around a little bit for that, but I think that's a good price for Johan Bakayoko. It's now time to try and maybe find a midfielder to bring into this team that will boost the squad up and boost our options up going into the second half of the season. Johan Bakayoko is walking in the frontiers here at Arsenal. Ousmane Diamande also walking through the front doors at the same time as well. Our squad is getting a little bit of a boost here. We actually managed to sell this guy. Russell Waters has finally been sold for what, I don't even know how much it is. I just accept it every time. I think it's like 700k now. Russell Waters has or Ruel Waters, I should say. Walters has been sold for 700k. Finally getting him off the board. It took me forever, but thankfully he's gone. And I just realized what I've been trying to do and why my players are so dead tired. It's because instead of going on all-out fitness, as it says on the left-hand side here, and what I was kind of focusing on, I was going all-out performance, which improves the sharpness, which is why everybody is green sharpness now, but completely dead tired, when all I should really have been doing is all-out energy. Unfortunately, my players are still completely tired, despite having a whole week off, by the way, so that actually shouldn't be a thing. But they are not full, they are half fitness going into this game against Luton Town in the FA Cup. However, this game is going to have to wait for next episode. When we come back, we have Luton Town in the FA Cup. We also have Leicester City in the Carabao Cup semi-final, with Aston Villa taking on Liverpool on the other side of the competition. And we'll find out our round of 16 opponents right now, actually, in the Champions League. Bayern, obviously, we could face off against Copenhagen. We can't face off against Lens. Against Napoli, Real Sociedad, Lazio, AC Milan, or Manchester City, unfortunately, or FC Porto. And we are going to face off against Real Sociedad. So Kieran Tierney will face off against his parent club. Man City versus Real Madrid is big. Any other big ones? Milan versus PSG. Other than that, if we can get past Real Sociedad, we might have a chance at a easier also quarterfinal as well. I will see y'all next episode to wrap up the January transfer window. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.